living in a border state is quite an adventure. You get to listen to the federal government complain about your state leaders protecting their sovereign borders. You get to hear pundits from the East Coast calling your policies racist. It's so fun. I mean, it's a blast, man.
I'm proposing additional sanctions, such as looking at the ways in which we can impose the cost made by local, cost of decisions made by local decision makers on the local community. Instead of the state of Texas having to pick up the cost incurred by the sanctuary state policies, make the locals pick it up, and that will make sure the locals hold their elected officials accountable.
This president and his party are continuing to show just how very little they understand America's crime problems. You can't just go across the county line. You can't go across the city line. You can't go across state lines and purchase a firearm. That is not how the law works. When I hear these people say that, all I hear is herder, herder. This is not like up for debate. In fact, the CDC report had said verbatim that concealed carry is a deterrent to crime.
This isn't right. The American people expect more, and they deserve better.
Then the left gets super furious, right? Okay, wait, no, actually not so much. Master Sergeant Joshua Wheeler, U.S. Commando, killed in an ISIS raid. Josh Earnest, who was discussing all of this with Wheeler and more just earlier today. Why didn't he say his name?
They don't have the stones to actually, Earnest and the Obama to actually say what really happened today.
That's a great point. He put that out there as like, oh, they just happened to be in the area and they responded to some random gunfire. You know?
They just happened to just jump in.
Rules of engagement.
This is something you have to plan.
The GOP debate is tonight, and a few of the prospects have dropped out since last time, leaving us only about 300 candidates from which to choose. So is this going to be a circus?
This debate is Donald Trump's to lose.
Jeb Bush is in trouble. He has openly supported Common Core, and he calls illegal immigration a, quote, act of love. Now, what imaginary base is he appealing to?
You're voting for Hillary because she's a woman. Gender is fluid. She could be anyone a week after you elect her, and then you're going to have to look at her policies.
Boy, how far the bar has dropped.
I could swear that in the entire time that President Obama was running for first term, that he never said to the American people, hey, you know, it's a cool thing. I'd be the first black president. I could swear they never went after that angle. And when I watched that Hillary Clinton debate, repeatedly reminding us that she'd be a change because she's a woman.
That's right.
And I just thought that kind of pandering is just beneath her, and Carly Fiorina has never done it.
I'm so tired of melanin and genitalia in political elections. Can we have some nerds, please?
But when I saw the picture that you're looking at right now, I thought, well, that doesn't look very accurate. So I decided that I would also dress up, but in a more true-to-life version of the Planned Parenthood costume.
No,
On to discussing last night's circus.
Chuck Todd, the political director of NBC this morning, came out and said that this was a planned Republican agenda. No, it wasn't. This was a Republican debate group that in unison erupted.
I loved that the candidates, instead of taking CNBC's debate, and by the way, did you love the turd sandwich that were those moderators collectively speaking? Instead of taking their bait and attacking each other, they banded together on stage and they went after the moderators. Got you! Got you!